Hey, everyone. Today, I've got some interesting idioms and phrases to discuss with you. These expressions are not only useful for improving your English, but also for understanding everyday conversations. So, let's dive right in. 1. When it rains, it pours. Alright, let's start with the expression, when it rains, it pours. Now, have you ever heard someone use this phrase? It's a fascinating idiom that describes a situation where one unfortunate event or difficulty is followed by a series of additional problems or challenges, often all happening at once. It's like a chain reaction of negativity. For instance, imagine losing your job, and then your car breaks down, and to top it off, you get sick. You might say, first, I lost my job, then my car broke down, and now I'm sick. It seems like when it rains, it pours. Or how about this? Your house gets flooded, and then there's a major plumbing issue. You could say, first, our house was flooded, and then we had a major plumbing issue. It's like when it rains, it pours. So, remember, when it rains, it pours, is a great way to describe a series of unfortunate events happening one after another, making a challenging situation even more difficult. 2. Give someone the runaround, and get the runaround. Now, let's move on to the phrases, give someone the runaround, and get the runaround. These expressions are all about evasive responses and frustration. Giving someone the runaround means providing unhelpful or evasive responses when someone asks questions or makes requests. It's like avoiding the issue by giving excuses or misleading information. Imagine you're trying to resolve a billing issue, and the customer service keeps transferring you from one representative to another without solving the problem. You might say, I tried to contact customer service about the billing issue, but they just gave me the runaround. Or, let's say reporters are trying to get information from a government agency about missing documents, but they refuse to provide any concrete information. You could say, the government agency gave the reporters the runaround. On the flip side, get the runaround means being on the receiving end of these evasive or unhelpful responses. It's frustrating and can make you feel like you're being misled. For instance, employees asking their management about promised raises but not getting a clear answer might feel like they're getting the runaround. So, when you encounter situations where people are avoiding giving straightforward answers or solutions, you can use these phrases to describe the experience. 3. Make a mountain out of a molehill. Moving on to our next expression, make a mountain out of a molehill. This one's all about exaggeration. When someone makes a mountain out of a molehill, it means they're blowing a small or insignificant problem out of proportion, making it seem much bigger or more important than it really is. Picture this. You scratch your car, and someone acts like it's the end of the world. You might say, Sarah, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. It's just a minor scratch on the car, and it can be easily fixed. Or how about the media? They sometimes turn celebrity gossip into major scandals by blowing up insignificant details. You could say, the media often makes a mountain out of a molehill. Remember, make a mountain out of a molehill is used to remind someone not to exaggerate or overreact to small problems. 4. Tilde tilde, now this. Lastly, let's talk about the phrase, tilde tilde, now this. It's all about expressing frustration when one problem is followed by another. When someone says, tilde tilde, now this, they're expressing disappointment or frustration about a new problem that has arisen, typically after or in addition to a previous issue. It's like saying, can't catch a break. Imagine you're already running late for a meeting, and then your car runs out of gas. You might say, I was already running late for my meeting, and now my car ran out of gas. First, the traffic jam, now this. Or let's say you've been dealing with a leaky roof all week, and suddenly your dishwasher breaks down. You could say, we've been dealing with a leaky roof all week, and now the dishwasher is broken. First, the roof problem, now this. So, when you want to express that problems keep piling up, you can use tilde tilde, now this, to convey your frustration. And there you have it, folks. We've explored some fascinating idioms and phrases today. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this and continue to watch Power English that follows. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on these expressions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our show.
Yes.
I just want everyone to know that we are also on Evening Special, which is a live show every day from 5 o'clock to 7 p.m.
Yes.
And Power English Day is every Friday.
Right.
And we have a segment, our favorite segment, and what is it called?
불코너.
불코너. It's like 코인 노래방.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Cameron and I have a chance to, sing.
We are living our dreams.
We are living our dreams.
Like musical artists. Some weeks it's very good, very beautiful. Some weeks it's not so good, but it's always fun.
But it's always fun. Yeah, Cameron and I have a fabulous time. It's like a dream come true.
It really is.
It really is. It really is.
So if you want to learn some English through some good and bad English pop songs, definitely check us out every Friday at 5 to 7 p.m.
Okay, very good. Now, we are traveling today.
We are.
And this month, you lose your luggage.
No.
You lose your luggage.
The biggest nightmare.
Oh, and it happens quite frequently.
Has it happened to you?
Yes, it has once. But
Really?
I was able to recover it pretty quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
But you know that feeling when you're waiting on the carousel, the baggage claim?
The bags come out one at a time.
Everybody is gone.
Yeah.
And you and a few others are waiting.
What's even worse is whenever it stops. Like that sad moment when the belt is going around and then and you're standing there. But
my bag.
My bag. Where's my bag? Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
It's the moment of truth.
Yeah, so we are talking about that this month.
All right, so Dude, Where's My Luggage is the title, and part one. When it rains, it pours. That's one of our expressions.
Yes, when something bad happens, it's really bad.
Yes, and usually maybe more other things.
Yeah, it just continues to be bad.
Right. Give someone the runaround. Runaround is one word.
This means whenever you do not directly answer someone's questions, you make them say a lot of things or do a lot of things, but you're never giving them the answer that they want.
Oh, interesting expression. Make a mountain out of a molehill.
It's a very small issue, a small problem, but you act like it's the biggest problem in the world.
Right. It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dramatic.
Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
We've been waiting for 30 minutes and my suitcase still hasn't come out. I don't think it was on the plane.
Maybe it fell off the conveyor belt. Someone will pick it up and put it on. Don't worry.
First the flight delay, now this. When it rains, it pours, Eliza.
Go talk to someone at the baggage claim office.
I just hope he's honest and doesn't give me the runaround.
Give him a chance to fix it before you make a mountain out of a molehill.
Here we go. Peter says, we've been waiting for 30 minutes and my suitcase still hasn't come out. I don't think it was on the plane. I think we can just memorize. I've been waiting for an hour.
Yeah.
40 minutes. And my suitcase hasn't come out. It didn't come out.
Yes.
Okay. What does Eliza say?
Maybe it fell off the conveyor belt. Someone will pick it up and put it on. Don't worry.
Okay. It fell off the conveyor belt. So we're learning some real practical, real-life English here.
Yeah.
Conveyor belt is our power vocabulary. What is conveyor belt?
Well, in Korean, you use the same word, conveyor belt.
Oh, yeah?
But the first piep, conveyor, in English is a V sound.
Yeah.
V is in a violin.
Yeah.
So it's a conveyor. And the second one, belt, is a B, like the belt you put in your pants.
Right. So I think the pronunciation is very important. You may know this word, but conveyor belt is not going to work.
Yeah, conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt. Conveyor belt. Okay. So, maybe it fell off the conveyor belt. I don't know.
It could have.
Peter says, first, the flight delay. Now this... When it rains, it pours, Eliza. This is a real native way.
Oh, so native. So
native. Speaking. First, there's no complete sentence.
Yeah.
It's not a complete sentence. No verb here. Okay, first, the flight delay. Now this is like a whole sentence.
It really, really is.
Yeah.
So here, there are several things that have gone wrong.
Right.
So he's making a list. First, the flight delay. There's no verb. It's
Nothing.
just the noun.
The flight delay.
First, the flight delay. Now this.
Okay.
So it's like, we have come to the next problem.
Yeah.
That is what is meant by now this.
And that happens to be our power pattern.
Yeah.
So as you can see, listeners, our power patterns here at Power English are a little bit different from the typical patterns that you cover.
Yeah.
These are expressions that native speakers use all the time. Now this.
So this is often used whenever mostly a bad thing happens.
Yes.
And it's the last bad thing that has happened. So you can have 50 bad things happen before.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. And you give a list, and then you're like, finally, this is what happened. Now this. And it's almost always a list of bad things.
Right.
I have heard it used with good things before, but mostly bad. And it's kind of like, this thing is the worst of all the bad things that have happened.
Right. It's like really expressing your frustration at the end. Like, what?
Yeah.
Now this? Right. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah. When it rains, it pours is a phrase that means when something bad happens, often many bad things happen together, or it's not just a little bad, it's very, very bad.
Yeah, because it's like raining and pouring are two different types of rain. Like raining could be just 비가 온다.
Yeah.
But like pouring is like 쏟아져.
Yeah.
It's like literally like yeah. Right. So it's that idea of like you've got one bad problem and then like just all the water from heaven is like coming down on you.
When it rains, it pours.
It pours.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth though?
I feel like it is. I don't know if it's like one bad thing happens, so our brain just looks for more bad things. But it does feel that like when bad luck happens, when you have bad luck, it's always really, really bad luck.
But yeah, I mean, it's like a sequence of bad things, right? Now, here's a great expression. Okay, well, first, Eliza says, go talk to someone at the baggage claim office. And Peter says,
I just hope he's honest and doesn't give me the runaround.
Okay. So Peter is hoping that the baggage claim office is being honest and doesn't give him the runaround. Okay, great expression. What does this mean?
Yes. So the runaround is whenever, if you give the runaround, you are not honestly answering someone's questions, or you are answering vaguely so that they have to keep asking or try to do other things.
Okay.
The best example I can give, I recently had to call the American IRS
Okay.
about taxes and stuff.
All right.
And I had to call like 7 different departments. I had to call this one. Hi, I had a question about my tax return this year.
Oh,
that is not for us. You need to call this department. Okay, can you connect me? Yeah, sure. Hi, I have a question about my taxes. Can you call me? Oh, I'm sorry. We aren't allowed to talk to you about that. You have to talk to legal department. Okay, can you connect me? Oh, hi, how can I help you today? Yes, I have a question about my taxes.
They were giving you the major runaround.
Yeah, they weren't honestly answering my questions, either because they really couldn't.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, most often,
they don't know.
The person just doesn't want to talk to you,
well,
so they just give it to the next person.
Right, or they just don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. So here, the baggage claim office, where's my luggage? They probably don't know.
Oh, don't know. You need to fill out this form.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll call you in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, right. We don't know.
Thanks.
Eliza says, give him a chance to fix it before you make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay. So Eliza's like, calm down. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't make a mountain out of a molehill.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you make a mountain out of a molehill, so a molehill, this mole is 두더지, the animal. And in the ground, they make these little small bumps.
Yeah.
In your yard.
Yeah.
And that's called a molehill. So if you look at that small little bump, but you call it a mountain,
yeah,
you're saying, hey, this is a huge problem.
Right.
When it's not really a big problem.
Can I just tell you that when I lived in Hadong, there were 구더지's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They made molehills in so many different places, right?
Yeah.
So when I was in Hadong and there's like Chirisan in the background, I thought of this expression like, oh, here's the molehill and there's the Chirisan, there's the mountain. Yeah, it was like visually like,
yes,
wow,
it's great.
It was perfect. Yeah. So it's being dramatic, making something small into something like Chirisan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's listen to that one more time.
We've been waiting for 30 minutes and my suitcase still hasn't come out. I don't think it was on the plane.
Maybe it fell off the conveyor belt. Someone will pick it up and put it on. Don't worry.
First the flight delay, now this. When it rains, it pours, Eliza.
Go talk to someone at the baggage claim office.
I just hope he's honest and doesn't give me the runaround.
Give him a chance to fix it before you make a mountain out of a molehill.
Time for Power Note. Let's do a little review. When it rains, it pours. So when something good happens, well, usually bad happens, more bad things happen. But I think it could also be good things. If something good happens, like, wow, there's like so many good things.
Right. I often feel that it's mostly used with negative
yes, I agree.
things, but it can be used for a positive as well.
Right. There were 3 more credit card bills in the mailbox.
More bills? When it rains, it pours.
You know, like tickets. Well, you don't drive.
I don't drive.
Okay, all right. But you know, in Korea, there are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like in 1 month, maybe you got like 1, and then a few days later, another one. It's like when it rains, it pours. And then 1 month, you have like 3 tickets.
Oh, my gosh.
Not a good feeling.
Yeah. Or like whenever you get your health checkup. 2 years ago, you were fine.
Yeah.
This year, everything's wrong with your body.
Oh, no.
It can't just be one thing.
Yeah.
You got heart problems. You got diabetes. You got blood pressure.
Yeah.
Your liver's not good.
No.
Like, it happens all at once.
That's right. So if things happen all at once and it's not a good thing, when it rains, it pours. This is the expression. I got 4 job offers this week. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
So when you want to really emphasize that some great things have happened to you all at the same time, you could use this expression.
For sure.
All right. Give someone the runaround means to avoid answering the question, and you're kind of misguiding someone.
Yeah.
You know, like sending him off.
Like you want to avoid answering the question, so you're basically doing whatever you can to push
Push it away.
Push it away.
Yeah. Did the rental agent explain why the car you rented isn't here?
No, he gave me the runaround about late returns and limited availability.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you're trying to get a refund for something, not always, not like a store, but like you have to call them and like you have to, something, they could give you the runaround.
Yeah.
It may take months to get your refund.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Those always happens.
When I asked for a raise, my boss gave me the runaround about budgets and stuff. So what does this say?
So an employee thinks, hey, it's been 3 years and I've had the same pay.
Right.
I want more money.
Right.
So he goes to the boss, hey, boss, it's been 3 years. I'm the best on the team.
Right.
Can I get a raise? Oh, well, I just don't know if we have it in the budget.
Right. And we've been having some, legal issues and, like a lot of money company.
Yeah, I don't think we can do it.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask HR, ask Human Resources, and we'll try it, next quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of the runaround, right?
Yeah. But it's always like that. I've never seen a company be like, oh, yes, of course, we have tons of money in our budget.
Right.
We would love to give you. No one ever says that.
Right.
The company always has budget issues. And they always are trying to give you the runaround about why they can't give you money or why you can't go on vacation, that type of stuff.
Well, I guess sometimes, depending on the company, it may be very true, but a lot of the times they don't give you a direct answer. Try to postpone.
Hardly ever. Yeah.
All right. So to give someone the runaround, it's really not a great feeling. And especially as a customer, as a consumer, when you are given the runaround, it really is like very frustrating. Okay. Make a mountain out of a molehill.
This means it's a small issue.
Yeah.
You could probably ignore it.
Okay.
But you're just making a big deal out of it.
Oh, no. I have a pimple on my chin. My day is ruined.
Why do you have to make a mountain out of a molehill? I can't even see it.
No, it's here. Look closely. It's like right here.
I see nothing.
No. Okay. Before you make a mountain out of a molehill, let me explain what happened.
Yeah.
So the second sentence is saying, before you make this a big issue, let me explain.
Yeah.
And then you can decide, right? Making a mountain out of a molehill has been it's been around for a long time. And people actually do still use this expression.
Oh, yeah.
We
definitely do.
Yeah. Mountain out of a molehill.
Make a mountain.
Sometimes people just say mountain out of a molehill. Yeah. Dramatic.
Do you do that? Are you someone who makes mountains out of molehills?
Maybe on certain occasions, because I get very emotional about things. So I'm like, I'm not one to be like calm and like analytical. Sometimes I just get like more emotional.
Yeah,
so,
I think it depends on the areas that you care about.
Yes.
I think everyone does it.
That's right. Everyone does it, but I don't do it with like, work-related things. Okay. Now this is our power pattern.
Yeah.
First, the lawsuit. Now this?
Something else bad happened.
Okay.
I thought the weather was getting better, and now this. Oh, I thought the weather was bad. I thought it was getting better. But now there's a tornado.
Oh my goodness! Now this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's even worse.
Conveyor belt, power vocabulary, conveyor belt, conveyor belt. You know what? If you want to practice out loud, let's take this word today.
Okay.
Conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt. Okay. Let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한